I'm Michelle Welsh with Verdence Capital Advisors, and I am here with Megan Horniman, our Chief Investment Officer. And Megan, tell us what you're looking at this week.
Hi, Michelle. Good morning. There's an old saying, as goes the consumer, so goes the U.S. economy. And that's because the U.S. consumer makes up so much of economic growth. So this week, and especially today, has been all about the consumer and getting information on the spending over the prior month. What we saw was retail sales came in a bit softer than expected, but the markets are selling off and the bond market's selling off because of the fact that the core number, which excludes a lot of those volatile items like food and energy and building materials, that came in better than expected. So now there's the headlines you're going to read are, is the Fed going to have to raise interest rates again because the economy continues to be stronger than it should be.
Okay, so the headline that we're seeing through is that the economy is a little bit stronger than it might be. What does that mean for our investors?
Yeah, so be careful when you just read that headline, because our job here is to actually delve within that report. And we actually see a lot of signs of weakness in that report when you look at some of the discretionary items. And remember, if you don't feel good about your finances or the economy, you're not going to go out and buy big ticket items like furniture, electronics. These things were all much weaker. So we do think that the consumer still is challenged by high interest rates, by inflation, as well as now we're talking about tighter lending standards at the banks. This is going to keep weighing on the consumer, and we think will weigh on growth. So what you're seeing today, I think, is, again, the equity markets run too far, too fast. I think that there is some weakness here that we had anticipated, and we think from an economic standpoint, the growth is going to continue to be challenged for the rest of this year. So be defensive. Make sure you got some extra cash to put to work. We've got to get through this recession to get out to brighter skies on the other side.
Okay, wise words. And we look forward to the next Markets with Megan, and we will see you soon. Thank you.
Thanks, Michelle.